So after degree of freedom, we will discuss some important point about Lagrangian. One by one you can write by putting star on here. First point is Lagrangian is always expressed in the terms of generalized coordinate, generalized velocity and time. Generalized coordinate means generalized coordinate are those coordinate or a set of generalized coordinate are set of any independent number of coordinates which are required to specify any system. It can be force, it can be momentum, it can be anything. So generalized coordinates is a possible set of coordinates which are able to explain your system, right? And that generalized velocity is your first derivative of generalized coordinate. Let's suppose you assume that let generalized coordinate is your momentum, then your generalized velocity will be first derivative of this, means this will be force. So it is need not to have always dimension of velocity, but it can have dimensions of anything, but it's just the first derivative of generalized coordinate. Okay, your second point is Lagrangian is simplified written as T minus V, where T is the kinetic energy term, V is the potential energy term. That is simplified written as T minus V. This expression combinedly we call it Lagrangian. Third point is if you have generalized coordinate Q, then you will associated its momentum, means conjugate momentum, or you can say generalized momentum. So for any coordinate, generalized coordinate, there is associated momentum which we call generalized momentum is found by this formula, curly L upon curly Q dot. That is your generalized momentum. Generalized momentum always have dimensions of momentum. So you can see from here whether it is in the form of mr dot linear momentum or it is in the form of mr square theta dot angular momentum. If your coordinate is linear coordinate, then your momentum is linear momentum. Okay, otherwise it is angular momentum. Next point is important here, that is sometimes this happens that your Lagrangian is written like that, half m x dot square plus y dot square plus z dot square minus mg z. Lagrangian is written such like that. So here what are your generalized coordinates? Generalized coordinates are those coordinates which has put a dot over them. So generalized coordinates are q1 x, second q2 y, q3 z, and generalized velocity will be x dot, y dot and z dot. Always consider that your generalized coordinate is always determined by kinetic energy term. You will only and only see kinetic energy term. What is here doesn't matter. The dot terms only represents generalized coordinate. So here z term is here, but no xy component are here. So x and y are cyclic coordinate. Or in other words, you can say if curly L over curly Q is 0, then your Q is cyclic coordinate. Okay, and if Q is cyclic coordinate, then corresponding momentum is always constant. Always keep this in your mind. If any coordinate is cyclic, then its associated momentum is always constant. It is always conserved quantity. So like here P and X are cyclic coordinates. So Px and Py will be your conserved quantity. Then these will be conserved. Okay. Now, like your Lagrangian is half m x dot square plus y dot square minus mgz. So, will you tell me what will be the generalized coordinates here? q1x, q2y. Okay, these are your generalized coordinate here. But whether this Lagrangian is okay or wrong? Of course this is wrong, because z is not a generalized coordinate. Z dot is not here. So means q3z is not a generalized coordinate for this. And if this is not a generalized coordinate here, so how you write z here? So always keep this in your mind. Lagrangian can be possible in this form, that z is not here but z dot and t is here. So this is your generalized coordinate. But this is not possible, that z is here, this is missing and this. So always keep this in your mind. To check the Lagrangian, always go with kinetic energy term, and the dot terms are your generalized terms, generalized coordinates. Next is the most and very most important point, that is number of generalized coordinate. Number of generalized coordinate are always equal to number of degree of freedom. This is the most important point. In the last videos we discussed how we calculate degree of freedom. So for writing Lagrangian, you must always keep in your mind that number of degree of freedom are always equal to generalized coordinate. This is irrespective which coordinate system you choose. And next most important point is that to choose the best system, you have to write equation of constraint in all possible coordinate system, and which gives you simplest equation of constraint, that system is most suitable. This is the simple thumb rule for it. How you will decide the system? Which equation of constraint looks simplest in the quantities, in the formation, that will be the simplest or the best case. This was all about Lagrangian important points. In the next video we will discuss some examples of the Lagrangian. And if you really learned something from here, then please comment here. Thank you everyone.